What is going on, YouTube? We are back with another Monster Hunter Rise build video, and today we're going to be going over a light bowgun slicing build. Now, I want to have a disclaimer before we start this video out. This build does consume a lot of resources. Back in Monster Hunter World, slicing ammo was king in the beginning of its life cycle, but then it got patched, and I'm pretty sure they took notes from Monster Hunter World and transferred it over to Monster Hunter Rise. So you're not going to be able to craft as much ammo as you were back in the day, and it is going to consume a lot of resources. If you don't care to do that, just go ahead and pop a Farcaster in your inventory and just go back to camp and restock up your ammo. But what I usually use this for is just to slice tails off. So let's jump into this build. Alrighty guys, you know what we do here. We're just going to go over the armor and the decorations just in case you don't want to hear me talk about the skills. So pause to read if you need to see which decorations I'm using. Alright guys, jumping into these skills, I also want to preface this by saying this is not the best slicing build out there, and this build does do a lot of damage, and I should have some clips either at the beginning or the end of this video that show me cutting off a couple tails and the amount of damage it's doing. But I say that because slicing ammo gets a boost off of your affinity, so having as much affinity as possible is probably the best way to do this build. So with what we have right now, currently we're sitting at 23% affinity, and then when we calculate the 50% affinity we get from weakness exploit, we're sitting around 73% affinity when we hit critical hits. So that's what weakness exploit gives us. If you can squeeze out a little bit more affinity, go ahead and try. You might get some more damage out of that. But to also increase the damage of our hits, we are also going to be using critical boost. This increases our critical hits damage by 40%. Also, I know I talked about consuming a lot of resources. That's also why we have spare shot, so that we can shoot more times and consume less ammo. We have the maximum amount of recoil reduction and the maximum amount of reload speed that we can get. We also incorporated rapid fire up. Since our slicing ammo has the rapid fire mod, we get 20% damage increase to our rapid fire slicing ammo. We also decided to put in ammo up so that we could get 3 slicing ammo per clip instead of 2. So what this allows us to do is to be able to proc pair shot a little bit more often because we have 1 extra bullet in the clip. Now, if you want to sub out ammo up for something else and try to get more affinity, that's cool, but realize and understand that this build consumes a lot of resources. So if you just want to specifically use slicing ammo, you're going to have to use Farcasters because this build does not put out enough damage to go through a single hunt without going back to camp. But that is all I have for this build, guys. It's going to be a quick little video. If you have any questions or you have any way to improve this build, let everybody know down in the comments. I don't care about people trying to help others out. Hell, even help me out. So if you have any ways to increase the damage or make this build more viable, let me know down below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.